In a world saturated with content, your trusted RBN embodies that spirit, espousing a philosophy grounded in accountability as it tackles Black social issues, family issues, and political issues with the rigor and fervor that are both rare and necessary. Under the audacious motto, we dare to be bold, not silent. The channel invites viewers into a space of unapologetic discourse, where pressing issues are unpacked with intelligence, empathy, and resilience. Standing at the intersection of empowerment and education, this platform recognizes that discussions around Black social issues cannot be contained within narrow confines. Hence, it sprawls into diverse territories. Beyond the headlines, your trusted RBN explores the undercurrents shaping Black people issues with the lens that is both piercing and compassionate. A foray into the channel's political discourse reveals a landscape where accountability isn't just championed, it is demanded. Through thoughtful analysis and discerning critiques, the platform urges viewers to envision a political sphere devoid of passivity. Here, individuals are not mere spectators, but active participants steering the narrative and progress. Furthermore, engagement is not a one-way street on this platform. Viewers find themselves in a vibrant community where their voices are valued, where they are urged to be bold, not silent, and to engage actively through likes, comments, shares, and discussions that foster a rich and diverse tapestry of perspectives and insights. In a nutshell, your trusted RBN is more than a content hub. It is a pulsating, dynamic entity that stands as a bastion of accountability in a world inundated with noise. It doesn't just venture to spark discussions, it ignites movements, steering narratives with a force that is unyielding, yet respectful, grounded, yet visionary. Subscribe today and become a part of a community where you dare to be bold and not silent, where your voice matters. And welcome to our live stream. Have a conversation.
LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Okay, they been sleeping on me, now it's time to wake up from that nap. Get to know me, shawty, you can do that when you hear me rap. Flowing like a river when I spit, I know you feeling that. Crowns on my head, beat snapbacks and some fitted caps. Yep, turn it to the back and walk tall. Under 6 feet, I'm really not that tall at all, but I do some things that you never seen, bruh. Acting like a king, why is that? Cause I'm a king, bruh. With a swagger that you probably never ever saw. Call me sushi cause I gotta give it to him raw. Southpaw like a left-handed boxer. Get the microphone and start snapping like a lobster. Yes sir, I've been made all over. Not Jehovah's Witness, but I witness for Jehovah. Yep, I'm a soldier, marching on the scene. Christ paid the price, so I've been made a righteous king. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Crown up on my head, yeah, I cut them dreads. Focus on my craft, gotta keep the family fed. I am on my grind, kingdom on my mind. I ain't talking about rims when I say I'm getting my shine. I'm talking about that light shining through my life. High flow, high tracks, gotta represent Christ. Step up on the scene, looking like a king, walking like a king, talking like a king. Not just any king, talking about a righteous king. Declared righteous by Christ, yep, Christ the king. Not moved by man, don't care what you're talking about. People's here, keep talking while I'm walking it out. Yeah, I'm doing my thing, repping Jesus' name. Going hard, moving up, yup, that's my aim. Bouncing, swagging, fresh kicks and some jeans. Walking with my chest out, cause I'm a king. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, homie. You a king, homie. We some kings, homie. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Real talk, man. I'm a king, baby. You a king, baby. Man, keep your head up and walk like a king. Talk like a king. You know what I'm saying? The Bible clearly told us that God made us to be kings and priests. You know what I'm saying? So walk in your kingship.
Walk in your
Jesus is
kingship.
the king of kings. You know what I'm saying?
All right, everybody.
So you're a king that
We
Jesus
are
is
back.
king over. You know what I'm
We
saying?
are back. We are
You're
back.
a king, rule. Exercise dominion.
We are your trusted RBN, your real Bravado Network. Welcome back, everybody. My name is TJ, and I am your facilitator for today or for tonight. Listen, only got about 2 hours left in this day, but we're going to try to walk it down. Also, over here on the Real Bravado Network, your trusted RBN, listen, we address the issues that keep Black people from being together, and we do not attack the person. We attack the issue unless the issue is the person. Woo! Before we get going today, what's up, Samir? Are you there?
What's up, big homie? Can you hear me?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I can hear you. Give me 1 second. We got to do something real quick. Hold on a minute. Acknowledge me. All right, acknowledge the Real Bravado Network. Acknowledge Smoke and Talk in the building. Acknowledge my homeboy Severe. Acknowledge the chat. Hold on a second. Speaking of the chat, we got to do this right off rip.
Money making is my thing, cause I'm trying to be rich, trying to put away meals.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the
3D radio for the $10 spot. What there? $10 make you holla. Gotta run, but have a good stream. Thanks, brother. Here's something for the church. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Something for the church. And always, the big homie, always coming through. He's always coming through with the
These last $2.
Always, and we appreciate that. We're gonna get into that today too, about them $2 later on, because a little bit later, after we take care of some initial business, I got some smoke for the I call my distant cousins, which is singles by choice, who's streaming right now, but they're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon. I gotta bring them in front of the church, fella. I hate to do it. But sometimes, out of love, you got to bring some people in front of the congregation. And yes, singles by choice knows that I'm bringing them in front of the congregation today. We've been in talks. So they're cool with what I'm about to do today. They might even pull up. Real quick, we got an APB out for the homie Jay Prince, which is why we got to bring, singles by choice. So APB out for Jay Prince. Anybody in the chat that know Jay Prince, tell him we are looking for him. I had got word that he might try to pull up. Where you at, bruh? Just like a ninja, late. Got found something else to do. All right, hold on a second. Let me clear this right up real quick. All right.
Let me talk to you.
All right, let me talk to you real quick. Samir, I'm glad you're up here, bro, because look, man, let me tell you something.
Talk to me.
I hate to admit this, but brothers, black men, left and right, man, we are catching L's everywhere.
Yeah.
Shit, man, we're catching L's left and right. And we're going to get into just only one example. But what I want to talk to, and I wanted to talk to another brother about this. I'm 45 years old, man. And let me tell you something. I do not know a time in my little short 45 years on this planet. I do not know a time where black men, it wasn't fashionable to sit up there and beat up on black men.
Facts.
It's exhausting to watch how much we get beat up on, the volume of disrespect. I was gonna pull up like a whole bunch of clips, man, of brothers out, in public getting disrespected. But I just figured I would just talk about a couple of them real quick, because we're actually gonna get into some stuff with Will and Jada, which I really didn't want to do, but to emphasize the fact that we're taking L's. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not really caring about the fucking relationship shit with them right now, but right. I just want to talk about the L's that we are catching, Yes, and sir. This stuff with Will, every brother out here need to understand, if I kind of made up my mind, a long time ago, but it got reinforced after I watched The Business with Jason Black and his breakdown, and I'm pretty pissed at Stephen A right now, but he did a nice little breakdown. And let me tell you something, every brother out there, every brother out there right now, man, if y'all ain't got this, the stance of y'all ain't going no further with this shit, if y'all ain't cop that attitude right now, you the problem. Yeah. Because this shit of whooping on our heads, man, whooping our ass like this, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. What you think?
Yeah. Honestly, big bro, I'm going to just tell you right now, you already know. Everybody modeling and trying to idolize celebrities far as everything, far as relationships, far as what they wear, man. And it's plain to see and it's obvious from Jada, Jay-Z, Beyonce, whatever you want to say. Nothing is sacred and nothing is for marriage anymore. Marriage has gone downhill. I mean, and you see what Jada did. She's selling out damn near the whole family for a book, exclusive. Come on, man, what we doing? Like she ain't do nothing enough. Just past a month ago, you gonna put up a video of you and Tupac dancing to the man's song? More more publicity.
Yeah, and she's doing it to absolutely humiliate him. Right. But and this is her giving. Let me tell you something, bro. Yeah. And we've all been guilty of this, everybody. So I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like I ain't been guilty of this. Mm-hmm. You gotta give yourself permission to treat somebody bad. You gotta okay that with yourself, with your conscience. You gotta okay that shit.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And so we all been guilty of it. But this stuff, I'm gonna let Stephen A talk about a little bit, but I'm kind of gonna paraphrase this stuff with her. Man, I said I put some. I don't know if I said it on your stream or not, but I said in a couple of streams, man. If Evil had a face, it'll look like Jada.
Yeah, front and center. It's beyond narcissist. It's beyond that. It's like something in here, man. And honestly, I ain't even gonna cat, man. She representing my city the wrong way. You hear me? I'm from Baltimore. I'm right here, right now. You hear me?
Yeah, that's right. She is from Baltimore.
We ain't approving none of that. Yeah, I mean, if y'all do, y'all the problem. Yeah, I mean, I said it.
Yeah, and absolutely. And the other one I want to talk about a little bit is what Shannon Sharp went through with what's that white boy name? Skip Bayless.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere we go. So this is not, everywhere a black man is going, it's at some point, it don't matter how successful, accomplished, smart, outside the box the brother is, it always seems like everyone gives themselves permission to go in and try to little boy the man, humiliate the man, or emasculate the man.
I would like to, not to cut you off, TJ, my bad, bro.
No, go ahead.
I would like to see a exclusive done or an interview done with Shannon Sharp, because I'm hearing like two sides, like from Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, and then I'm hearing other sides of it. And then your boys Stephen A was ripping Shannon Sharp about leaving. The real reason that he left, he got fired. So I want to know the real exclusive on that.
No, when they announced Shannon Sharp's departure, not 1 second did I think Shannon Sharp left on his own.
Right.
He got fired. I knew that from Rip.
Right.
I knew Shannon Sharp. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you when Shannon Sharp got fired. After that blow between him and Skip Bayless, there was a meeting. And in that meeting, Shannon Sharp threatened to whoop Skip Bayless' ass if he ever did it. He told me he would whoop his ass on camera.
Sir, bro, damn.
So Shannon Sharp admitted that himself, talking to Stephen A.
Yeah.
They actually had a candid conversation about it on Club Shay Shay before, like a week before he debuted on First Take.
Right.
Yeah. So there's some, but the firing part came out a couple weeks after Shannon Sharp had been on First Take, and Stephen A went on the Joe Budden podcast and just was like, "I'm just telling you right now, he was just fired."
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
And let me tell you something. And I've done a couple live streams about Stephen A. and about. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned it. Hold on a second. I didn't pull it up. I'm glad we're talking about it. I didn't pull it up because I'm gonna be playing a clip from Stephen A. about some stuff with the Jada stuff that I'm gonna be commenting on. But I really wanted to. Let me see where it's at. I got a clip of Stephen A. calling Jason Whitlock, which I'm not a fan of Jason Whitlock. He's a whole dumpster fire. But Stephen A. has dirty hands with, going too far with brothers. He did it with T.O. a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
He has these personal vendettas. And let me tell you something. People think I'm crazy when I'm telling people this. Let me tell you something. Stephen A. is the reason why Colin Kaepernick never got another shot in the NBA. I mean, the NFL.
I believe it. He's the Malika Andrews. He's the male Malika Andrews, bro.
Oh, facts. Hold on a second.
Money making is my thing, cause I'm trying to be rich, trying to put away meals.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the
All right, shout out to This May Be Risky podcast. What's up, Hamp? That's my dude over there, boy. He got a podcast. If you guys don't know anything about This Might Be Risky podcast, look, you better have a strong constitution and sit up there and watch them podcasts, because them ladies over there, boy, they are absolutely triggering. And how Hamp sit there, I gotta admit, man, I got my full it takes a lot for me to stay calm, cool, and collected because I was raised by a single. My grandmother raised me. She fly off. Man, it takes a lot, man, to keep all that bottled up. You know, that's just that programming I got, and I know it. But them ladies over there, they're absolutely triggering. But the brother that hosts that channel over there, he be sitting there cool, calm, and collected, boy. And he let them tie that rope around their neck, and then when they get it nice and comfortable, he yank that sucker, boy. But them ladies, like, they got a sister over there, man, which I was actually gonna pull her clip for this. They got a sister over there. Her name is Q. She's she's supposed to be a comedian. I've never seen her any of her work with her, but she's supposed to be a comedian. And the sister straight up said that women can raise boys. They can groom boys to be better men than the actual men.
Say what now?
She said that women can do a better job at turning a boy into a man than the man.
Well,
she also said last week that men are not smart.
Oh, really now?
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to all of my single ladies. You already know what it is. Single ladies ain't got no problem with it. Single mothers, I'm gonna say. I mean, I was raised by a single mother, raised by my grandmother and my great grandmother, R.I.P. But no,
man, when she made that statement about then there were like 3 other dudes on the panel. They let her get away with that shit.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh man, I on the computer. Him, I gotta come up. He was like, got you, man. I got up on that panel, and despite what they say, man, I got up on that panel and just straight up flamed them. I flamed
you had to.
And I flamed the dudes.
Had to for just sitting there and taking that, right? You already know.
Right. And then she was sitting up there talking about this. She gonna ask me a question, right? She was like, so what is that you do that's so good that can turn a dude into a man? I said, let me tell you something. I ain't these other brothers on this panel. I know what you're doing. You trying to get me to compile a list of simple tasks that you can complete. And if you can complete this checkoff, then you can turn a boy into a man. That's not how that shit operate. I know what your game is. I said, I know what your game is, sis.
Nah, we ain't doing that. What we doing, T? We ain't doing that. Come on, man. I mean, there's traits and qualities that you have to insert into a boy to become a man, and a woman cannot do that. Maybe far as respecting someone, yes, but far as male qualities, that has to come from a man. Maybe not over, but it has to come from a man.
Oh, look, Hamp is on. He just co-signed. He just co-signed with another $5 super chat. Hold on. Here we go. Thanks, Hamp. Yeah, I brought that smoke. But let me say, even though the smoke was brought, not only Hamp, but the ladies, the gracious hosts, they'll get in there. I mean, it's you gotta have a backbone over there with them ladies, because they will run I watch them ladies, man, just run over dudes, just run them over. The ladies be dead ass wrong, but because they're very skilled at the art of debate, and they listen to what you're saying. Those ladies over there actually listening, but they're listening to knife you, to slit your throat. And so because they're very good at that, some of the guys that go over there, they're not so keen on when them ladies are trying to slit their throat, they get their throat slit in the process. But no, they're gracious hosts. I mean, I go over there all the time. I will go over there a lot because they're gracious, but you gotta be ready to do your business. Hold on a second. We got, man, they're rolling them in tonight.
Money making is my thing, cause I'm trying to be rich, trying to put away meals.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the
All right, shout out to Project Leroy. What's up, my man? With the $5, I gotta give it to you. Yeah, to my I-90 brethren representing Madison. That's right, Madtown, Madison, Wisconsin. He's talking about. That's what's up. He remember that. That's what's going on.
Shout out to PL. Shout out to the home.
Yeah, and guess who then dropped us? Then dropped some love.
Oh shit.
The big homie. We gotta pay homage.
Yeah.
Bang! It's good.
There we go.
Fact.
Theo Coop in the house with the Do Better podcast. So,
Fact.
hey Theo, I was just in the mastermind tonight, and like Lee was getting on one of the brothers in there about streaming this. He's like, Lee was making fun of one of the dudes that he goes live at 7:30 in the morning, and Lee was like, I don't think you want anybody in your lives going that early. And I was like, yo, Lee, Theo be going on at 7 o'clock in the morning. The brother be pulling up with 600-700 people. So I don't know about all that trying to discourage a brother not to stream that early in the morning. Theo hit a lick. He better than me because my ass can't get up that early. I'm either just getting off work at 7 o'clock in the morning, or I'm probably just going to bed 3 hours before.
Oh shit.
I
wish I did have that schedule. Salute to the big homie, Theo, big homie. Salute.
So I appreciate you on that. But no, man. So these brothers are out here. Oh, Mr. Hold on a second. Let me see. Where we at? Hold on. Let me get us. Can we get this all on the screen? Mr. Walker.
Oh shit.
What's going on with you?
Oh man. I thought you was gonna come, but I was like,
what's going on?
You already know. Salute, big homie. You already know what it is.
Good stream tonight, fellas. Man, you guys over here quick to the bug. And like, let me see what we're talking about. You know what?
Hey,
we gonna get.
Guys, see what's going on.
Okay, you know what? We gonna get right to it. We gonna get real quick. Let me see. There was something. So I want to play this real quick about what Stephen. We were talking about Stephen A. I'm gonna play what he did. Hold on a second.
To talking about me.
After hearing Stephen A. Smith take his shots,
and I will not deny it, I think he's a fat, no good bastard who I despise to the core.
without even naming.
Let me remove that. So I'm just, so we're talking about, brothers catching L's and everybody piling on brothers and everybody's so comfortable with just disrespecting black men left and right. Black men are out here doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight up disrespecting us like a mug.
Yeah.
Go back.
Go ahead, Will. Do you think?
I was gonna say, you know what? That's when I think one of the best thing that Kev left us with. He said, ain't no room in this space for black men to be beefing. And like you said, especially piling on. That's the best way to put it, man. Piling on, dude already down, whatever the case may be, whatever bad news hit the media. And people do. That's the best way to put it. They love just piling on. They see you down. They say, all right, we just all go start stomping you out. And I agree. I feel like don't nobody get that kind of treatment like a brother. Straight
man, it's some extra sauce with it. It's extra sauce. And let me tell you something, and what I was going to say later on, but I'm going to say it now. The culture, the society, the American experience wouldn't do this to black men. Skip Bayless would have never done what he did to Shannon Sharp if the women of our culture showed a level of respect and deference for black men in general. Exactly. Black women, the world sees your men through the eyes of your woman. Mm-hmm. If our women view us as trash, how in the world you
big fact.
So not only is the world seeing our women viewing us as trash, but they're watching us do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Make us look weak.
Look at all these platforms that they have since the beginning of time, man. And then they always want to run it back like, what about the men? What about the men? What about y'all, man? And then down in another black man, that's been going on for ages also. Downgrading the brother just to get some ass.
Oh, Dirty Mackin, baby.
There you go. Talk to him, Will. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Dirty Mackin.
Technical foul. Dirty Mackin,
us-
technical foul.
Us, yeah, I mean, downgrading each other. Yeah, it got to start with us first. I mean, to downgrade another dude just to get some play. Come on now. It got to start with us first, man.
Terrible. Yeah, that's something, man. I couldn't even fathom that within my circle. Dirty Mackin talking bad about it be their friends talking bad about their boy, familiars, acquaintances.
Yeah.
That is
And guess
absolutely
what?
that's sick.
Fam, I had it happen. You know what I mean? So I know.
Too many people have. Too many. That's the thing. Yeah.
Other
It's a
brothers out here
norm.
doing each other dirty. Let me tell you something. And I know there's ladies listening, but I don't give a fuck. It's us fellas up here talking right now. Let me tell you something. None of my homeboys. I got 3 dudes that I've been down with. One since I was 14, the other for the last about 15 years. So down there. You can't get me to say nothing about them, brother. Nothing bad about them.
Right.
Look, I have been with them when they've done the dirt and be like, I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Exactly. That's a code, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. He wasn't there. Let me tell you something. One of my buddies, you know. So like, you know, he was always on some shit. So one day his wife pulls up at the crib, right? And so she pulls up the crib, she banging on the door, and then, you know, at the time I was married at the time, so my wife was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I don't know. Let me go to the door." Open the door. She was at the door, and so she was like, "Where's Sean? Where's Sean?" And I was like, I said, "You just missed him. Sean ain't been at my house about 3 weeks." I said, "You just missed him. I'm surprised you didn't hit him on the way out. He just left." She talking about, where did we say? She was like, "Where he going?" I said, "Well, he said something. He had to go stop. He had to stop at the stove, pick something up. Then he was coming home." And I was like, he been here. Now my wife's standing behind me, right, and watching me lie my ass off. And I was a little bit nervous because she don't, you know, sometimes she was a little suspect about riding with me. So I was like, oh my God, this woman. So of course my homeboy wife, she cusses me out. "You ain't shit. You helping your friend ruin his marriage, blah, blah, blah." Man, she at my door just giving it to me. So I get sending her about her business, right? I turn around and Mrs. the look on her face. Then she ain't never seen that side of me. You know, I'm a dude with character. You know, I got more compasses.
Yeah,
so she ain't never
seen that. Yep.
never seen that. She said, "Oh, that's what y'all be doing."
That's how y'all get down.
Yeah.
Man, I looked her dead in her face. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I'm talking about what happened.
Yeah.
You hungry?
What?
I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
What?
She was like, "Sean wasn't here." I was like, "How do you know you've been in the bedroom for the last 2 hours?"
Yeah. Yeah, that's old. Why we still talking about that? You hungry?
Yeah, man. Next question. What we doing?
No, man, you can't be out there. But see, you got facts. And look, let me tell you something. My wife was a good looking woman, but my buddy's wife, that chick was fine. I mean, his wife was fine. Now you got a lot of sour dudes out here talking about Dirty Mackin would have took an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I don't do my boys like that. Not at all. Not at all.
That's you got to build off of that. You know, individual like me, I take life very seriously, and I'm pretty judgy because I judge myself harshly. So yeah, ain't no way I could not fathom doing something like Dirty Mackin with pillow talk and all that weird wild shit.
That's all it is, bro.
Talking bad about your brother just to try to get some cheeks. That is simp beta behavior, and we need that brother need dealt with in the backyard. Tell him, look at the flowers.
Yeah. My buddy's wife, man, that chick hated me, boy. I mean, woo, that chick hated, and she hated me because I was. And so actually, what I ended up, so that she ended up that chick ended up hating me, boy. She is. Yeah, because I would never dime him out, and I would play just as stupid as he was. And then he would call me with like the craziest stuff, and I know she on the, I gotta go along. I'm like, eventually I had to tell my man. So I was like, listen, listen. I said I can't keep doing. This is too much, man. I say 2-3 times a week, bro. You got whatever you're doing, you gotta slow down. You gotta slow. You gotta slow all the way down, bro, because I said not only is we one thing if your wife is catching me alone, she keep coming to the crib, man, and and it's causing problems in the house because my missus is watching me lie and she's confused about who she done married now.
There you go.
And so and then I gotta go around pretending like she ignorant, I said, I'm looking bad with your woman. I'm looking bad with my woman. I said, man, I can't do this no more.
There you go.
And he just chuckled. All right, man, I got you.
And still did the same thing, right?
Yeah, huh? No, he didn't. He I don't know what he did, but he chilled for a good while. Now we had another buddy, Eric, that was in the clan. We can't. Eric is down, but he'll fold under pressure. So if you got to pull a caper, you can't bring Eric. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he good at playing ignorant. Even if he know, he good at playing ignorant. But if he there, no, he can't. He'll fold under pressure. So I told my buddy Sean, I said, listen, me and you, man, we could do an Ocean's 11, but we can't bring Eric in.
And that's fair. My barber was talking about they had a buddy like that. They had got into a scuffle like on the college campus. And I guess somebody pulled out the heat. And they said the one dude, he tensed up and wouldn't do nothing. And they got the confrontation subsided. Everybody made it home safely, but they asked dude, they said, hey man, they said, what you doing? You look scared. Was you scared? And he was like, yes, I was. And it's just like, okay. Like,
hey, he ain't kept one.
Yeah, he kept it a buck. It's like, yes, I was scared. And it's like,
right.
Ain't no love lost. Still my boy. But I know next time, we in the trenches, that ain't the place for you.
That's for you, right? Yeah. Let me pay some bills real quick.
Money making is my thing, cause I'm trying to be rich, trying to put away meals.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the
All right. Shout out to Team Peterson with the $2 super chat. Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah.
These last $2.
He says, he's like, salute to the fam. Praise Godzilla. Do I still got mine? Did I get rid of it? I got rid of it. Oh, no. Here we go. Yeah, we praise.
Chicken striped shirt looked like she was about to break her spine.
we praise Thotzilla over here. We praise.
Kill me with the B-reels, man.
Yeah, we praise Thotzilla over here. That's who we praise. Shout out my homeboy. All right, here we got next. Okay, a real Leo. What's going on, brother? I think this is your first time over. I appreciate you. Oh, I got. Hold on a second. I gotta hit you with it. Where you go? All right, a real Leo with the $5. What's going on, fam? I see you out here doing your thing out here, big homie. Y'all inspirational. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Walker. What's happening, Mr. Walker? Oh, Mr. Walker, real quick before we get into our shit, let me give you and Smoke and Talk a big round of applause for coming through.
For
right.
sure.
For sure. All right. And speaking of singles by choice, which is Mr. Walker and Mr. Gavin's YouTube channel, they be, man, y'all over there doing y'all thing, bruh. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for the 20 ball. Shout out to RBN. Salute to you, brothers. All right, hit the link button, peoples. Okay. So I'm going a little bit out of order, Mr. Gavin, Mr. Walker, because you're up here and you already been streaming. So I want to let us do our thing so you can go on and kick it. Let me tell you something, brother. So last night's stream, for those of you who didn't, do you? It's not up on your channel. You guys got it marked private.
Yeah, I think the Rigor Rumble. I think it's private on the Single by Choices channel, and it'll be up on the Cart Before the Horse channel. Yeah.
Is it up on there now, or when it will be up?
I think it's. I gotta ask Gav. I think it is up for the Cart Before the Horse channel. I'm not sure though.
All right, can one of my mods go to the Carpets by Choice page and drop that link, or better yet, grab the link for last night's stream that they did, live stream that they did. So let me start off by saying this. Last night, all that bread that y'all made last night, I'm taking full credit for that shit. All of it. I'm taking full credit for all of that bread you made. So listen, okay. So let me break down what my thought process was during the thing, right? So I'm watching this stuff. I'm at work, so I'm watching at work, and then so you had the Sister Crystal up on there. I'm listening to y'all. She was up there first, the soul lady, and I was rough on her, boy.
You know what? And rightfully so. She don't understand. Me and Gav talked afterwards. that coffee date comment was it's so powerful, and that's why we got hung up on it. And it's like, how dare you shun a coffee date? Like who are you to do that?
Look, that's what our grandmothers and them used to get, because that's all they could go do.
Man, I took my wife on a coffee date, and that's what I'm not you. I know. I'm like, that's what I did. We went and got coffee in my raggedy ass car. We've been married for 12 years. It wasn't about the money. She liked my goofy self, so it don't matter. And that's why I made the comment. I said, you can say that, but if that dude show up and he looking and acting and smelling all that crap the way you like, you will go sit up under a park bench with that goofy dude.
Right, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you how off the rocker they are. Even if they're not romantically interested in that dude, you still don't know what kind of benefits that could be down there, or what resources or anything that he could be for you later on. No idea. It's about network. It's about networking at times, especially if you didn't got. Let's just say you didn't went out with somebody who's let me see. Hell, let's just say the brother is like let me tell you something. A store manager over at Panda Express makes about 140 grand a year, and all you need is a high school diploma. So let's just say the brother was a store manager at Panda Express, and let's just say, they're not romantic. I mean, she don't feel them, but they get along. They can laugh, talk. So every month, twice a month, they just reach out, keep up and texting, just kind of build a friendship. And let's just say 6 or 7 months down the line, like her cousin loses a job, something happens with her. She can, hey, are y'all, got somebody in the bind? What y'all you think you can help me out, or what y'all got over there, or could you refer me to another store? Because we got they don't think outside.
Because that's thinking selflessly. You see, you sitting there trying to help, talking about what if she got a friend that needs some help, and that's perfect. You 100% right. That makes sense. Me and this guy ain't intimate. I ain't feeling like you said, but it's more than that. Stop thinking with your genitals. Like you said, this is networking. Maybe this could build into something. Like you managing the Panda Express. My sister-in-law lost her job. We cool, we tight, we got a good rapport. You know that I'm worth a dang, and I ain't no leech, yada yada. So now I tell you, I got a friend, a relative that's hard up, need a job. That man is more inclined to help you out. because you are at least a familiar friend, and you're a woman. And he always would have had a chance to try to clap cheeks, you know, for the most part. So, like, you right, man. They shooting themselves in the foot
most of the time. You know how many? Go ahead, Samir.
My bad, TJ. I just wanted to say, I mean, even that right there is the average man. I mean, even a man himself got some type of connection, some type of hookup or something like that. I mean, besides financial wise, and then just building with a man and see about his character and see what he's about over that coffee date. Yeah, I mean, it's different, but they're not willing to take the time to do that.
You know how many women that I've gone out on dates with that I wasn't really feeling no sparkly spark. Look, okay, right now I got a lady friend, because I don't call them women. I don't have women friends. I'm friendly with them, but they're not my friends. If you're not related to me, just a woman I ain't banged yet. You know what I mean? So, but there are women I'm friendly with. There's a lady right now. She is as cute as she want to be. You know what I mean? I mean, on paper, you would think that she would be like the type of woman, my ideal on paper. God, don't nothing jump for her. Nothing. Other than I like to laugh with her. She got my sensibilities, my sense of humor, all of that. You know, we talk trash. Man, I like to talk shit. I talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I like to, you know, they talk. I like to clap on people. I mean, I will fuck with you just because it's Tuesday. You know what I mean? And she rolls with it. You would think because how she looks, how we get along, that she would be, you know, the chick I would go for. But I don't have no desire to pound on her. None. Not a one. It was the weirdest crap. But do you know how many, you know, the situation, the nighttime situation that I'm in right now is for employment is because of her. She got me in because I kept I didn't act funky with her or nothing like that. You know, I wasn't dismissive. We didn't even have a conversation about. I just think she kind of knew that I wasn't, you know, didn't have that, you know, want to devour her. Women know when a man want to devour her. I didn't have that. We got along. We would hang out. We would go hang out. We would go do stuff. You know, and I never felt the pull. And I think if she were even tried to give it, I couldn't take it because I don't feel that way for her at all. Which is strange. I'm a dude, but I was like, oh, that's weird.
You know, I don't think it's so strange. I think, you know what, as we get older, you know, I think we just mature. You know, I think most Black males come from hypersexual environments growing up. You know, if you grow up disenfranchised in the projects, it's pretty hypersexual. Black men are hypersexualized anyway. But I don't think it's weird to be familiar with the lady and not have an overwhelming desire to clap cheeks. I think it shows maturity, and look what it built. You see what I'm saying? Look what, you know, resisting that primitive urge. Look what it built. Like you said, now keeping that and maintaining that kosher relationship got you in a good position. That's
we cool as hell.
It's a track.
And she's a good looking girl. She's a good looking girl. You know, I tell people all the time because I'm not a super fine dude. I told them, I said, I ain't never had an ugly woman. I don't know I don't know why. And I said, but there are women who are less attractive than her that I just couldn't keep my hands off of. You know what I mean? But her being, my chemistry just didn't. She's one of the people that I can say, and I always say men and women can't be friends. So she's as close to that as I think I can get. You know what I mean? But I stopped short of calling her my friend because I can't do what I do with my homeboys with a woman. That's why she can never be my friend, because y'all can't, you know, my homeboy might help me find how to body. So I don't know. Most girls don't do that.
You know what? When it comes to women and men being friends, I usually say that platonic relationship could take place if the woman, either the woman or the man, finds the opposite sex, just undesirable, just like you said, just it ain't jumping for you. And then it could work whenever that's the case. I definitely got situations like that, but yeah, I want to say they ugly.
You got them in the friend zone, Walk.
Yeah, they just, they're not very. They're not very.
Now let me tell you something. Mr. Walker. It's been about 10 years. Oh Lord. I had this chick that I was like real cool with, kind of like this girl, but she wasn't much of a looker. But she was from the neck down was rocked up. And we used to hang and all this and stuff like that. And we used to hang out. We used to do all, when Barnes and Nobles was a thing. We used to go to Barnes and Noble. Yeah, we used to go to Barnes and Noble, get some ice cream, some soup. At that time, I was really into all these different kind of books and learning stuff. I was actually trying to learn stuff. And so she was always cool. She was a sister, but she was a hippie. But, she was an earth sister. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Natural air. But she wasn't like a looker, but she was just cool. And then one evening, she started volunteering to read to children at Barnes and Nobles. So one evening she was like, let's go out to it was some steakhouse. It was right behind there. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I ain't doing nothing. So I picked her. I went to she didn't have a car, but I did. So I picked her up. I went to Barnes and Noble a little early, and I just kind of sat back, watched her do her thing. And then I was sitting there and I was looking at this motherfucker and I was like, uh-oh. Hell for the chick, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And couldn't keep my hands off of her, you know what I mean? The girl was gifted.
Yeah.
Once I found out the girl was gifted. But
yeah.
But those are rare. But back to our subject, Mr. Walker. So I was watching your chat last night when the sister was on. This is before Jay Prince came on. So I was watching the chat, and I'm watching the chat go berserk over Crystal. They were going berserk over Crystal. Then Jay Prince his ass came up. Hold on a second. I think, let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on a second. You got, there we go. Can you guys see that?
Ain't nothing pop up yet.
Not yet.
Ain't nothing up on the screen.
Nope.
I can see it on my end. Hold on, let me play something.
Can
you hear it?
We can hear it. We can hear it.
You can hear it, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on a second. Did I mess up the screen share?
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh, it popped up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this and rude about it, it makes you very skeptical. It makes you super not really know who's really into it to get to know you and who's really into it for
double
just
play.
a feel. Also, in our defense, feel like, well, a lot of men, we know you coming just for the sex. We know you coming from downtown, so it's kind of like, let me get what I can out of this situation. So we're just in kind of a cutthroat situation a little bit right now that we have to somehow sort. But I think ultimately, she wasn't around. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and try to say she wasn't. All of that information and taking all that.
So at this point, this woman sounds normal and rational, She sounds normal and rational a little bit. And so I was cool. And so I'm in the chat, and then Jay Prince came up.
They just give you that price range. I'll let you keep the price.
For those listening, brother, this is Jay Prince.
More thoughtful, regardless of the woman. I mean, well, I can't say regardless of the woman, you're the man, right? So that's not my position to tell you what you deem that woman worthy of. But I would say this: if it's a woman that you deem worthy of wanting to get to know, or that she's attractive or relationship worthy, I think that anything that has a bit more thought to put back into.
See, this is where did she start? So she started out with Jay Prince talking about I'm not trying to tell you, what you deem worthy in a woman, and then she goes on to start lecturing him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
About what he should do in the thought. So this is when I jumped off the wagon on her, but I'm still cool. And I'm thinking, okay, Jay Prince is gonna say something. This brother, hold on a second. I'm gonna play Jay Prince for a second.
Would be a better option than a coffee date, unless you're at a Barnes and Noble and it's next door and you just want to grab a quick drink.
I completely understand that, because that's what type of guy I am. Like, I be having more thoughtful dates, but it don't cost that much. Like, for an example, I took the girl that I had on my show not too long ago. We went to the lake.
Hold on, I gotta pay some bill. This one's been hanging out for a minute. Hold on.
Money making is my thing. Trying to put a windmill. Trying to put a windmill.
What's up to the big homie, the Quiet Storm, the international traveler?
Oh, salute.
Shout out with the $20, man. I appreciate you. Hopefully you still in the chat. All right, salute, fellas, still out here and this brother just every day he wake up in a new country, don't he? Japan, the Philippines, and he ain't got no. Look, this is his low key flex. Still out here in Athens,
He just wanted to let us know. That's all.
There you go.
Yeah. I got 7 languages under my belt, and I speak full female Greece. Y'all niggas drinking, and I'm eating breakfast. What's up, Quiet Storm?
He said, don't mind me. I'm in Rome doing what the Romans do, baby.
Right. Right, literally.
Shout out to Quiet Storm. I appreciate
That's dope. That's dope.
All right, let's get back to Jay Prince. See, this brother.
In a boat, and we got food, we got drinks. I had bought like a little speaker, like a Puerto Rican little speakers. We listened to some music. We was on there I had rented for like 2 hours, but we was up there having a good time. We had the best experience that she never experienced in the middle of Lake Michigan, or like even like having a picnic, or just walking around, just taking a long walk. That could be a date. Like you don't have to spend no money. Y'all can just
Gavin. When he's talking Mr. Walker, when he's talking right here, I opened up my laptop and sent my first super chat talking about I want to bounce him.
Because here's the thing. People come up on Beyonce's internet capping, man. Like, we know Jay Prince. Jay Prince is King Pookie. And I don't want to get ahead, but we remember Kristen was like, "Oh, Jay Prince, you're a nice guy." Jay Prince was like, "No, I'm not."
He so did. He said, "I ain't nice at all."
Stop the cap.
Yeah, stop the cap. Yeah, Jay Prince up here talking about, I don't even know why he got into that. Talking about taking some chick out on Lake Michigan on a boat.
Yeah,
that's a TV fantasy right there, bro.
Yeah, Mr. Walker, I had you in my ear on my phone. I heard this brother talking. I literally I was with a patient because I work in a hospital, so I was working on a patient. I literally cut their treatment short and bounced back to the department. This brother had irked me. That
TJ,
man,
you ain't do that, bro.
Hey, that's too funny. He said, excuse me one moment.
Excuse me.
Take care of this.
I gotta go take care of something. I'll be right back. I told the nurse, I said, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, can you go ahead and turn that off for me until I see her at 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah. I was up. But then I got to looking at the chat, and then I had an idea. Go ahead.
I got a little pushback on that, but I agree. I think that a walk can be a date. What they were saying first date. I wanted to just put that out. First date.
First date.
Well, my first date was because you want to sit down and get to know you want to first sit down and get to know the woman and stuff like that. But what I would like to do on my first date to leave a good impression, right? And typically, because we can sit down all day and talk a bunch of bull crap that we just putting our best foot forward. I would say do something that engaged activities. Because I believe when you actually having fun with the person, it leaves a very impactful first impression. Just have fun. It could be lighthearted and stuff like that. Then after that, we can find a date or whatever to talk about getting to know each other. But I like to get to know people when they act in action.
I think we gotta put some strong parameters on this. And we said before you came up, Jay Prince, that a woman, if she likes this guy, he checks off most of the hard boxes, he will he will go with him to go clean up a pig pen if she like him. You see what I'm saying? Let alone a coffee date. And I think that's something we can't ignore. You know how we talked about Jada's power over will? Men got power too. And if that woman likes that man, do whatever they want, I assure you.
See, the thing is, this is my thing with men too, though. We got to stop giving women that much power. I don't know who taught us that we have to chase the woman. To me, it just seems like that's not right. The reason why I say that's not accurate because men are the, how can I put this? Men, we supposed to be the, I'm gonna say billionaire. Or put like this, we are the company, and they are the employees looking for a company. So we got all of this stuff. I have never seen jobs goes out there and search and look for workers. Usually the workers come to them, and with that job, you give them a list of stuff that what you all about. And it's up to her if she want to work here or not. That's the same thing with relationships. Hey y'all, that's the same thing in relationships. I think we loses our power when we chase after women, because now you give her the opportunity to say yes or no. And then if you're giving her the power, you're going to always be chasing after her somewhat approval. Everything about yourself as a real man, it goes out the window when you have to go after her. That means she's in control. I really think to validate our manhood, not so much validating, but I think just men in general, women should bow down to the man. Because for one, men got way more to offer than a woman. That's why if you ask this woman, I can ask this woman, what outside of sex and babies, what does she have to offer? She would probably get offended before she answered the question. Or she might list another.
Look at the look on her face.
Mm-hmm. Like Ninja, please.
You making me relive this, man. This is tough.
I'm trying to get to a certain point with Jay Prince where I kind of went off the rails with him, and he's almost at it. So y'all bear with me.
But I want to touch on it because it was so much, and I couldn't even get a word in. Jay Prince was all over the place. So Jay Prince up here talking about, bring to the table, yada yada, all this stuff, bow down. Here's the thing. A brother like Jay Prince is not the messenger for that message. And ultimately, if this woman feeling you like that, these words, bow, freak sakes, bow down, submit, cooperate, shouldn't even come up for discussion. I don't agree with doing a whole song and dance and entertaining a woman on the first day. Actually, if you ask me, I say don't give so much effort. So, like, yeah, that whole dance and sitting there trying to keep her entertained throughout the whole date or whatever, foolishness. She gonna put you in the column, a column where if she don't mind giving you a black pill.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
So, that's like Cardi B trying to represent black people. Who we doing?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get to that point where and then I'll
But yeah, we had a little bit of an echo, but it went away. We good now with the video. Hey, the video ain't playing, I don't think.
We all struggle stream from time to time. I'm over here playing it, and it's not playing over there. But
There we go. It's up now.
They didn't either. So I feel like a good woman brings that ability to make you feel whole. Yeah, I think a woman is also she just really brings a piece of peace into your life. And I also have to disagree. Men are naturally the pursuers. I don't think it's chasing. I think a woman who makes you chase her, I think that's just a bit I don't like that. I think that whenever you're in a position of having to chase after something, you're gonna get tired, but a man should definitely pursue. Women should have a level of mystery about them, and I think it just keeps the man curious, and I think it just keeps him kind of turned on with the woman. But yeah, women offer so much to a man's life. I mean, you find me a great man who doesn't have a wife, I don't know a lot. Every great man that I know always had a wife, and I think it's with good reason. A lot of men feel completely incomplete without that other partner. Men need women, and women need men. It's not just a one-sided thing. So you can pay somebody to cook, you can pay somebody to do laundry, but you cannot pay for peace. You cannot pay for completion that women bring. So it's a lot that I think women bring, along with healing. A man, if he has a wife, of course the man lives longer. Men, y'all eat fast food and farting and doing all kinds of nasty shit that ain't putting you in a position to live longer. A woman is also a healer.
All right, but so are you insinuating that women cook 7 days a week and that women are healthy?
And here's another thing. I know plenty of women that fought, and you got the pretty women that, hold it in until they get home and want to let that shit out. What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, the whole fart. See, it's stuff like that. That's disingenuous. Talking about farting. How did we get there?
Yeah, yeah. She moving the goalpost. What?
Yeah, it was a goalpost move. Oh, last night was a goalpost moving extravaganza between Jay Prince and Crystal. Man, it was wild.
Oh, that.
All right, so I must have missed the mark because I thought I wrote it down where he said what I need to say. But right here at the beginning, this is where I wanted to throw him off the panel. Jay Prince said something about the natural order being reversed. He said the natural order is being reversed, and we should accept the fact that the natural order is reversed. And what I wanted to say to the brother was, damn it, that doesn't, just because it's reversed, that means it's out of order. It doesn't mean we got a new natural order. The natural order of things don't change. If it's out of order, if it's reversed, that means it's out of order, which means it's broken. You can't make something broken.
Talk.
TJ, you got kids in your house. Well trained. Next thing you know, they out of order. What you gonna do, bro? Get it back in order, right?
Right on.
What we doing with chaos right now? That's why they looking at us as America as weak, bruh.
Right on, especially So when he said that, the chat went crazy, and so what I did was that's when I sent my first super chat saying, "How much does it cost to boot the brother?" Did you guys plan on? Doing the booting throughout the stream?
This was we put that into play for that stream, the bounties.
So I jumped the gun on it, huh?
It was going down, which hopefully Tierney was gonna come through.
Tandy, shout out to Tandy, man.
Yeah, it was right on cue. But we wanted to build up the bounties.
Yep, I asked the question, and then you went right into okay. We gonna do it, and so you initially had to bounce for the show $75, and so when you were explaining it, hold on a second. It's not. Hold on. And he over there eating and shit on the live. got his horse lips, wrapping his horse lips around the damn sandwich. Man, I was so disgusted.
A big sandwich.
Yeah, I'm just showing all kind. I mean, I'm just meddling with the brother. Okay, so here's. I don't know if you hold on a second. I want to show you guys something. Hold on.
And they white women.
I would consider them toxic femininity. You never could be masculine.
Can't say it, TJ.
Just
immaculate.
Are afraid. But Crystal, as a man, we actually teaching our sons and nephews them, son, nephew, this ain't like how we used to be. You can get Me Too. You can get believe all women. Let's say this woman wants to lie.
Evidence in a court of law.
No, not necessarily. Most men, if they ever get accused of this, they're gonna plead out because they don't want to go to court and fight it.
So at this point, everybody's like starting to roll in that we need to get them off. Get them off. You hadn't turned the ticker off, but right after this, right before this, you guys saw the super chat that I had up there. So the sister called him feminine.
Yeah, she did twice. Two to three times. She said,
she goes. I wrote. I was trying to get him booted earlier. Saying him, she just called dude feminine, despite saying she respected him. She said, with all due respect, but this kind of, whatever she said, it's a little feminine, and he just like was up. I'm like, this dude just got called. His perspective just got called feminine by a woman, and then he rolled with it like it wasn't nothing. So
because he didn't. She delivered the message very well. You can say the same thing 10 different ways and get 10 different responses. And she just knew. She said, all right. She said, I got to lay this on this ninja. Said, I'm about to tell him that he's feminine, but I ain't trying to get barked at and bit. So she said, hey, I just want to let you know. And that's when she started capping. She said, you're really nice. That's when the cap started, because she said, I'm about to lay it on. But at first, I gotta soften up the blow. So she said, you know what, Jay Prince, I really like you. I think you're nice. And he was like, I'm not nice.
I'm not nice. I'm not nice. Yep. So this is when. So this right after this is when you guys changed the ticker, and it said the $75 to boot him from the show. But you wanted to keep Jay Prince, and you was like, you was like, yo, if y'all want to. Y'all got to give us a hundo to boot Jay Prince. You didn't get the sentence out before I dropped that $100.
Yo, stop.
Severe. He wasn't done talking by the time I dropped that hundo to boot the brother, right? So, and Mr. Walker and Gavin did not want to boot the brother. So I'm going to say that. They didn't. That hurt them.
They on the hundo?
It hurt their heart. They were like, look, you should. I'm not gonna play all of it because I want people to go back and watch this because this is how good it was. They didn't want to. They said that it was like, oh man, I don't want. I bet you he was like about to say 200. No, I'll tell you, I probably would have dropped it too. But I came in there quick, and then because she kept talking, I flew up 50 bone to time her out right behind them.
And then somebody else followed up, and we ended up Crystal ended up gone. Real Bravado sent over 50 on her behalf. Somebody matched it. She was gone. And we was rolling after that. But yesterday was the initial us implementing the bounties. And only
your money it kept running. It was like 50. I mean, it was just coming in. The 50 was coming in on the brother. Crystal came back after a timeout and started lecturing. She was like, I don't know why I got bounced, but and she started lecturing Jay Prince. And what did I do as soon as she started lecturing?
He said, since you come back lecturing, you go back to the gulag.
Right.
She went up severe. She went back up there. She went up there 30 seconds.
Damn. Hey, yeah.
So, but Mr. Walker, Gavin, now here's where we got a problem. So my man was supposed to be gone for the whole show. So I wake up this,
Who Jay Prince was supposed to be going for the whole show?
The whole show. So now I'm saying this with love because I don't like to tell a man what to do, but I'm talking about the spirit of, yes, you are guys are the owners. I'm talking about the spirit of the rules now. So you said to the, hey, if y'all want Jay Prince back, somebody has to drop a hundo. Nobody dropped a hundo. Then you brothers started a collection plate.
For Jay Prince.
Yeah, what we doing?
For Jay Prince. Now, Mr. Gavin and Mr. Walker and Jay Prince, along with Singles by Choice chat, colluded against the Real Bravado Network to get this brother back on. No.
Hey, TJ. So hold on, bro. So what you telling me is you spent the block, yeah, I mean, you dropped it, you dropped that on them, yeah, I mean. And then you got Single by Choices in the whole clan, and I'm a moderator for Single by Choice. What we doing? What we doing? They come around, yeah, I mean, and just raise a collection plate and they bring them back. Or they just said F your dub, did they?
Right. They had a fundraiser. They were selling fish plates and every goddamn thing to get this brother back. I look up and who do I see on my damn screen? I'm like, because I was like, oh, I wonder how this turned out. I wonder who else got bounced. Well, they kept bouncing Crystal left and right. But I was like, who else got bounced? I come back and the first thing I saw was, well, I need to qualify what I was saying before I got.
He just came back. Jay Prince was off the show for the whole show up until that point. We said Jay Prince been waiting in the back for over an hour, and I think we brought him back for like the last 15 minutes or so.
That bro was supposed to be. Look, Mr. Gavin and Mr. Walker, listen. If somebody would have came up and dropped a hundo, you understand? No harm, no foul. But y'all turned the community on me. I thought I was the man's. I thought I was y'all man's. Like, how did y'all do me like that?
You the man for sure. Jay Prince is content go across the board. Yeah, Jay Prince. Listen here, people don't know King Pookie that's out here battled out with the likes of Anton Daniels, Angry Man, Charles White. So, yeah, he content gold. So yeah, the very least we definitely
He can one of your faithfuls. We did bring him back truthfully. Yeah, I know you brought his ass back. I saw it.
Shout out Miss Locks.
Miss Locks to the smile. Yeah, y'all gonna make up. Y'all look, y'all worse than what the NFL did to Colin Kaepernick, which y'all did to me. Y'all started NFL.
Damn.
Shout out to Colin, man. We got love for Cap.
Man, I'm like, so I was talking to one of my content creating buddies. So she said, y'all owe me y'all owe me a percentage of that money for colluding against me.
He taxing you, Will. He taxing you, Will. What we doing?
I'll bring that up with Mr. Gavin.
He already dropped $20. I'll take that. I'll take that, and I'll take y'all appearance as payback.
There we go. We're on the payment plan. $20 at a time.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, TJ, get a man a receipt. You gotta get a man a receipt. Show him that he paid.
Invoices.
Man, Severe, can you believe that man, I couldn't believe that. And Mr. Walker was actually the one leading the charge. Hey, y'all, we need 20 more. We need 10 more. Oh, somebody just dropped 2. We only need 6 more. I'm like,
looking like the deacon with the plate.
Yeah. Oh,
get him back. Get him back up here. Yeah.
What we doing?
Man, I'm telling you right now, boy, if I was watching live, Man, I'd have been like, I'd have been calling all kinds. I've been throwing the flag, blowing the whistle, all that. And I would have dropped another hundo just to be spiteful.
Oh shit!
And I just got paid, and I was like, I done spent about $200-300. I ain't paid my bills yet. I was on one last night.
Hey, we definitely appreciate the support. That was dope, man. We appreciate that energy. That's what it's all about.
Real talk. I'm talking about supporting brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a reason for why I did it the way I did it, because I wanted to ignite. There's more than a way to support somebody than just showing up, whatever. You can actually help other brothers cultivate money. And when I dropped that hundo, right at the moment you said it's going to take a hundo, the chat went berserk. They were, it got them hyped up. They were fun. And then a few seconds after that, I dismissed the chick too. That when you fire up a chat like that, that can bring in good revenue. It can help the channel. It breeds excitement. It breeds a feeding frenzy. I mean, that chat for about almost an hour was just fired up about what I was doing. They were waiting, you know. It was all through the chat. That's how that's a way you can support, but you got to be strategic when you do it. So that's why I'm saying I'm taking credit. I'm taking credit. I'm taking full credit for all that bread. I was like,
that's how you do. It's funny you say that, because that's exactly what we do over at Big Dog Theo Coop. A big dog over there, and he help us out a lot. And yeah, like you say, you get the chat all round up. We did the 50K celebration, and like you said, you bring that energy, or as we say, DJ the party, get it going. And that's that antic, that tactic is near and dear to my heart. Yeah, show up, start dropping bread, and get, like you said, get that frenzy going. And that's a beautiful way to support by leading the support. You know what I'm saying? And that's dope. That's why I see that. So I appreciate it, brother.
Especially. And Jay Prince made it easy because he became so annoying. And I was like, and this is how you fire. So if you're watching the stream, you see somebody that's annoying, even if they don't do boot, do the bounties, offer it up. Even if you don't pay it, because you don't even know the offer. Maybe like, yo, how much to get this cat off the screen? How much? Hold on a second, y'all. We gotta pay some bills. I've been waiting on it. Hold on. Where'd it go? Sorry about that. My sexy is strong. She is a fitness guru and a cook. Go check out her channel over there. My sexy is strong. Showing up with the $5. Yep, she's been on the channel too. I gotta have her back. We've had some talks. She's a smart sister. She's a passionate sister, and she's not afraid sister, which is all right by me. So, which makes for excellent content. My sexy is strong. I appreciate that. And then also another $10 for singles by choice. So you guys that gave me $30 tonight with your appearance, we'll call it. We'll call the smoke. We'll call the smoke dissipated. But I was like, nah, man. I would look. When did I eat? I emailed you guys early, didn't I? I was like, look. I gotta do. Look, y'all. I got some smoke for y'all tonight. I was like, you were like, oh, we going live. I was like, what time? And I looked on your channel. I was like, oh, 7. They used to go about 3 hours. I'm gonna move mine up about another hour. These brothers coming. They gotta come.
Yeah, I think that was Gavin. You was emailing. Yeah.
Oh, really? It's just the channel's email was gathered. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that was dope though. What you guys did yesterday and coming up, but man,
what you say? Content gold made them drop something on it, didn't you?
Yeah, that's shout out to Anton Daniels and Fight Club. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Yeah, we ain't reinventing the wheel.
No, it's not. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because I told Almanize this morning. I said we need to give some love to Anton, because he started the Fight Club,
Yes.
methodology, the bounties and stuff like that. And I said, any content creator that you see doing it now, that's Anton. Anton is the innovator of that, and we got to especially when it came from my brother. It's a good way. It's a good way for people to support the channel. It's a good way to grow your channel if you got it there. So shout out to Anton for leading and setting an example and coming up with something creative, because everybody's gonna do it. Now let me tell you something. I think Angry Man's gonna start doing his own Fight Club, because they played him to the left on Fight Club the other day. They played him to the left. He won the Fight Club debate, and I think whoever wins the debate becomes the king of Fight Club, whatever. So today, what they did, because they're supposed to come back today, so when they started the stream, they was like, even though Angry Man won, but
He
somebody
did, by landslide.
And they were like, well, he can. Somebody can pay $200 and take his kingship.
Damn, what's that?
And some woman paid $200, some chick over there, and she started banning people and
Like,
talking.
Now
It was ugly.
Yeah,
that's
for the kingship, something like that. That should at least been 1,000. A king, like that's pretty. That's a big network. Ain't no way, or not. Like, especially you got an OG like Angry Man. That's disrespect.
Yeah,
Disrespectful. Listen, look. Disrespecting black men ain't got no, they can't let it's all symbolic. We know, it's just a symbolic gesture, and it's a good, and also it's an opportunity for small content creators to come up there, show their thing, promote their channel, have some fun, be creative, and because we all know ain't shit to do out in these streets right now or ever. Yeah, and this is fun. You get to meet people across the country. You never know how that's going to work out. I have made some great connections with Theo, Singles by Choices, Smoke and Talk, Almanize, My Sexy is Strong, Messy fucking Mashawn. You know what I'm saying? These are cats that they support me, they show up, and it's all about how you treat people. Let me tell you a story. My Sexy is Strong, the first time I asked her to come on the stream with me, this woman was so scared. I would say scared. I'm not going to say scared. She was concerned. She was concerned, because she thought I was going to come up here, on some effery. But if I invite you up here, even if there's a conflict, it's like me inviting you in my house. Why would I invite you in my house to mistreat you? I ain't going to do that.
There you go. Yeah, and it's that's a delicate balance whenever you have people up, especially when you have a panel like we do over at the Rigor Rumble. Because you want to let people flow, let people get their opinions out. At the very same time, every now and again people can get a little emotional and start throwing out personal attacks. But yeah, you definitely don't want to invite people over to your house just to abuse them. No dinner for schmucks.
Yeah, definitely. So we did that. So, all right, I'm Gavin. I keep calling you Gavin. Shit, Mr. Walker. I appreciate you for coming with me so we can address the smoke. Oh, and you guys end up doing it because I had to send you a super chat. Hey, somebody break some bread, drop them people mid-sentence. Don't let them get their shit off. Drop them, especially with only being timed out. I got a little bit more grace and mercy for people that's about to get banned. Even somebody who for to get executed, they get some final words. So I'll, grace and mercy. But if they're being timed out, they gotta go.
There you go.
You guys check out Singles by Choices. Go over to what's the name of the other channel?
Cart Before the Horse Productions.
Cart Before the Horse Productions. Check out last night's stream from them. It's entitled Jada Tells All. Listen, this was a phenomenal. Oh, somebody just jumped on. Oh, really? Oh, it was a phenomenal live. It was fun. It was engaging. The sister was she made that stream. I know Jay Prince is like, King Pookie, but you look at the lady. She looks so sweet. She looked so innocent. Got them locks on, got the glow on the cheeks, got all of that. And then she'll be talking about I'll only go on a coffee date if I like you.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, that was such a bad move, man. But my man, real Leo, what's going on?
What's going on, family?
Real Leo, welcome to the Real Bravado Network.
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all?
How you doing? What you got for us?
No, I'm chilling. Yo, last night was dope. It was funny as hell, man. It was. Listen, RBN, man, you was coming for that man head, boy.
Oh, let me hey, guess what? He was on. Look, I went on Fight Club earlier today, and I saw he was up there. I booted him on Fight Club today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, listen, yo, you're right though. Don't be fooled by that girl, man. She's something else. She's something. And how did he let that slide? I didn't understand that. He let that whole. She called them feminine like twice, right?
Yeah, more than
at least twice.
Man, he let that shit slide. I was like, bruh, what are you doing?
She said it's sweet. She said it real sweet.
Yeah,
she
she
said she
snuck
liked
that
them.
one in it. That's why I told her. Before. I was like, you know, because I brought it right back around, and I'm like, you know, you took some shots earlier, and I don't think nobody. I caught that.
Uh-huh.
You tried to slide in on the slide, and it just obviously went over his head.
Mm-hmm. And why? Because Jay Prince is not the messenger for that message. Jay Prince. That's what make it funny, man. He a King Pookie, but he be out here talking, you know, as if he is El Presidente, like he's, you know, some high-ranking, honorable individual, and that's just not his persona. That's not his character. So him up here talking about listen to me, submit to me, bow down to me, it simply does not compute.
It doesn't. Words don't match up with the package. Is that what you're saying?
At all.
Yeah, man. That Cheesecake Factory video, man, that just lit something up. Let me do you guys know how damn expensive the Cheesecake Factory is?
Yes.
I mean, God, I'm talking about if you go in there, like let's say you get an appetizer, an entree, 1 or 2 alcoholic beverages, plus a slice of cheesecake, and there's 2 of you, that's $160, $170, maybe $200 date off rip.
That's fact.
Yeah,
you talking about they damn near charging $20 for a slice of cheesecake. It's worth it. Ooh, look, the Cheesecake Factory is about 19 miles from my house, man. At least once a month, I go order me the raspberry truffle chocolate. Man, I dip over there and get that bad boy because
you know what? I got a Cheesecake Factory story. I gotta get it off because y'all keep bringing it up. I used to Uber. I actually end up starting my businesses via Uber. I got the confidence, you know, once I learned I can manage my own time. But I used to be out there in them Uber streets, and I remember picking up this dude and taking him to the Cheesecake Factory. And I'm big into health and fitness. And I remember this dude get in my car, and he was big as hell. He's about 400, 450. And he get in my car and said, "Where you going?" And he said, "I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory." I said, "All right, that's a bet." So I'm taking him, and he just start like trauma dumping. I don't know what it is, but he's sitting in the back. And here's the thing too. So I got a 7-passenger SUV, and I'm like, why am I picking up one person with this? Because usually it's XL. And he's like, I got to order XL because he was about 455 pounds to go the whole back seat. And so I'm taking him, and I say, I ain't never been to Cheesecake Factory. I'm just talking. And he says, I go every day.
Damn.
Under the cover of night so people can't see me. And I was like, he just said that to me. He said, yeah. He said, and it was nighttime. And he said, I go. He said, I eat. He said, I love the Oreo cheesecake. And this dude, and it was a crazy, and like stuff like that. I'm like, I don't even want to go to the Cheesecake Factory now. What they selling crack.
Yeah. Look, and if you order a whole cheesecake, like their smallest one, it's like $40 for their smallest one.
Easy work.
Yeah, man, easy.
Hey, TJ, I got to bid out, man. I got to dip out, man. I got to say peace to y'all, man.
Peace,
That's
man.
what's up.
Severe, love you, brother. Good seeing you, man.
Appreciate that.
My goodness. Yeah, man. It's that was a good live talking about that stuff. And I think we're going to be reacting to Coach Greg Adams reacted to it. And I almost never disagree with Greg Adams, but I disagree what is his assessment on the guy. You know, because Greg Adams kept saying that the guy was beta, he was weak, and I think Coach had an issue with his style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me, I look at what you do. I'm not really, the style, the fact that he took no crap from her.
Yes,
was enough for me. I didn't care that he was, look, if you want to call it cornballish or whatever how you want to put it.
And I'm over that. I'm tired of that cornball stuff just because some dude ain't acting all, I'm super macho. I'm over that dude. Handled that very well. Like you said, he was respectful. He stayed in his masculine energy. He wasn't tripping. He didn't get emotional. What else could he do? He picked that goofy chick up. She was an hour late, so they missed the reservations. If anything, the brother went above and beyond to accommodate her. Him calling the audible and going to the Cheesecake Factory, that's husband type behavior. Come on, man. That's stuff you do as a husband. Like, all right, these reservations. Calling an audible. He was putting in, talking about low effort. He was putting in work, man.
Let me tell you guys, I went on a date some years ago with a girl kind of like that. Listen, brothers move a little bit differently. I went on a date with my grandfather cussed me out after what I did. So we had this place here called Tony Roma's, which was like, a fancy steak and rib place. It was kind of a national chain, but they're like out of business now. So I took her to Tony Roma's and, picked her up, took her there. This woman, her drink bill by itself was $80. Her drink bill was about $80. We're not talking about the meal. We're not talking about the meal or nothing like that. And this was like date number 3 or 4. So that's why I took her to Tony Roma's. And I'm thinking, because we had activities during the day, and that led to the afternoon, took her home so we could shower, change for the Tony Roma's, get dressed up, and then we're going to do some. Then we were going to go somewhere after Tony Roma's. We was actually going to go to a Chris Rock concert. And so but we did a whole day worth of like activities and just it was going, in my mind, it was going down that night, and this was a lot of money, for the whole day, to plan this out. We get to Tony Roma's and stuff like that. And so when we get there, we eat, we laugh, talk, drink, whatever. Just outside of the place was the movie theater, and she's like, "Oh, I really love movie theater popcorn. Let's go. Can I go get some?" I was like, "Yeah, no problem." After she just ate up like $150 food and $80 drink, yeah, sure, get you some movie porn. She wanted to take some of that home. So it's a lot of people coming in and out. So I don't know exactly what happened, but we get in there, and she orders a popcorn, and she turns to me, and she was like, "You're very rude." That's what I said. That's rude. What are you talking about? She was like, you didn't bother to open the door for me. She said, "What kind of manners do you have?" So
all that too.
So this particular place where we were at, it was a brand new location. It was a brand new development. There was no public transportation. This was late in the evening because she doesn't understand that, brother TJ. I'm very nice, I'm a gentleman, but when you cross my boundaries, I turn into the asshole that you want.
Right,
so I says to her, who's dressed almost kind of similar to this lady, so she don't really have much on her. I was like, well, I guess my rude ass is about to tell you that you got to find your own way home. And
there you
I left after all that. I left her ass out there. Didn't care nothing about it. You know. So
that's the best thing you could do. That's the best thing you could do.
I was so disgusted because I was like, I didn't even care why she said it. It was the fact that she said it. I was over with. I was like, oh no, you ain't gonna get no. I done already burnt up this money, and now I got these third row Chris Rock tickets. Yeah, no, you ain't going. I go that motherfucker by myself. Nope.
See what I'm saying? That's that bull jive, man. And we talked about that. It ain't just TJ. It ain't just your money. It's your time, and it's that disrespect.
Because you'll never get the people don't, like you said, don't understand that money represents your time. The time you will never get back. And you screwed that over. You was flippant about that, and you thinking you should get away with what? You know? So yeah, man. I think a lot of guys have had similar situations. She lucky it wasn't a brother that was on his stuff, because he would have left her at that Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying that because here's what I think, right? I really strongly believe that he didn't understand our world. Like, he got to experience what we go through.
There you go.
You understand? Welcome to our world. You know what I mean? But I would agree he handled himself very well, man. He chopped the ass up on the live. So you know,
and he was like, sure, let's talk about it. I was like,
word. He was like, let's go.
Yeah.
I was like, uh-oh. Look at this little Indian boy, whatever he is, Pakistan. I said, oh shit.
Yeah, you had to let her know about herself.
Either. I thought he was going to fold.
No, he was calm, cool, collected. He let her know about herself. And like I said, he was patient, very patient. Like TJ said, it would end it right there. I would have, I'd have got out and I would say, you know what? It's a nice restaurant around the corner. It's within walking distance. Let me help you out. And I would have coaxed her out gently, and then she'd have got out. And I said, hold up, let me grab something out the car. Went back to the passenger seat, started that Tesla up, and drove smooth off. Just like TJ. No words, nothing. Just gone.
So let me ask you something, bro. Did you? Because what I said yesterday, I don't know why people was disagreeing, man. I said, listen, at the most, what I'll do is I will wait till the Uber come, and then I would dip, especially if it's nighttime. If it's daytime, depending on her attitude, if it's the daytime, you can exit, and I will just go about my business. But nighttime, I ain't gonna do her like that. Yeah, she out of her mind, but I ain't doing her like that.
I agree. And we up here talking pretty cold, talking about getting out the car. But I think that comes from a husband standpoint. You're a protector. So you like, to heck with you, Goofy Bonquisha, but I gotta make sure your goofy ass make it home. Yeah. And there you go, sisters. Do you hear that? Be grateful. That's your black men that care about you even when you disrespecting us. It's amazing.
Yeah. I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know what I would do. I can't say in good conscience that I would wait for anything. I think the
it's tough.
And I ain't mad at
that. I agree. That's all of us. Ain't nobody really say what they would do, definitely, unless you have been in that situation.
In that moment.
And really, he said, depending on how she talking, she might be acting crazy, threatening to key your car, and then that's different story, you know. Because that's one thing we know, that she as disrespectful as she was nice to that man, because she could have got extremely disrespectful and violent.
Yes.
Yeah. But the one thing that I wouldn't have done, though, from jump, I would have not waited for her for an hour.
No.
No. That's a no.
Off rip, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Now, if she called me at 3:30 saying I'm gonna need about an hour, I'm running about an hour behind. That's one thing. But I get there and you ain't said nothing, and
you got me waiting.
Look, I'll tell you. See, I have these conversations up front with people. Don't play with my time. Don't play with my money. And I mean what I say. And I tell people, look, I got an 8-year-old daughter. I had to tell her recently, please don't make daddy jump ugly with you. I don't like doing that, but I absolutely will.
Right.
You know, and I tell people that all the time, don't put me in a position to show you. Because now you put me in a position to show you, I might go a little bit extra because you've already been told.
Mm-hmm.
That's with anybody, you know. Don't you know? I don't play with people, and I don't want nobody playing with me. You know, I'm pretty straightforward. Even let me tell you something. Even in these YouTube markets, you know, trying to do collaborations and stuff like that, I'm very, you know, you reach out, I'm gonna reach out. You know, if you make a request, you're gonna hear from me. I don't ghost people. I know people do. You know what I mean? I don't pretend like, oh, I don't do that crap. You do it to me once. Especially when I'm watching your streams and how you talking and how you say you move and you're not out, I'm out on you. I'm out on you. And you know, you might not care. I might, you know, whatever. I'm a firm believer in base level respect because I don't know where Mr. Walker or Gavin's going to be 5 years from now. I don't know if I'm going to be in a position where them brothers can reach back and pull some brothers up.
That part,
and
yeah.
I don't know. Let me tell you something. The nicest person besides Almanize to me that has been to me. Well, let me just stick with the guys. The nicest guy has been the Angry Man. I reached out to Angry Man about a month or so back in August, and I said, "Hey, you did this stream," and I just emailed him. I said, "Hey, you did this stream, and it was so impactful. I'm gonna chop this stream up, and I'm gonna do a reaction over the course of 3 days for this one stream." And I said, "Here's a forward gift for your approval." So I sent them a little cash app in advance of him. Thank you. Just assuming this brother wrote me back about a 5-paragraph email, just being complimentary,
right?
Providing me some decent feedback. You know, tell him, you know, just being gracious. This man got 500,000 subscribers, a 500,000,
600,000, I think.
Is he up to 600,000 now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
you know what I mean. And you know, in this YouTube space, that makes him a king. You know, he's 500 or 600,000 in the mill. At that point, it's in the wash.
Yeah.
And the brother, I mean, you know how much time it takes to write that length of an email just on, and my request was like a paragraph. Just
and that's you talking about the Angry Man shoot. Angry Man, a solid dude. That's one of my favorites. Angry Man and Anton Daniels. Angry Man, like, man, the fact that you just, you know, like you said, you forwarded a gift. Angry Man, I guarantee you, like, please cover my content. He don't have a problem with it. And he actually said on one of his streams, I'm surprised more people don't cover my content. I know me and Gavin was talking about it because he'd be up there cooking, like you say, he'd be saying stuff, and he'd be preaching, man, just talking, you know, saying our thoughts, more or less, as I like to say. He'd be saying something about, I was thinking that, and he said it.
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. All right, so Mrs. Locks to the Smile has to bounce up out of here. She said, "Hello, RBN. Gotta get back to some schoolwork. So, you working on your PhD? You gonna be one of them ladies?" I'm just messing with you, Mr. Walker and Real Leo. Great channel. Thank you for coming by. I'm glad that you got introduced to me. I did have a real plan today, but we're just chopping it up now. I'm gonna do my real plan tomorrow. But yeah, so thank you, Miss Locks, for stopping by and giving us a shot over here. I appreciate you and appreciate that.
I wanted
and you
to
too,
say
Mr.
something.
Real Leo. Thank you for coming over here, Gavin. You
No,
brought
for sure. It's because of them brothers. It's because of them brothers right there. Them brothers right there. They pump y'all, man. They put y'all. They be saying they putting y'all out there. They putting it out in the essence, man.
Yeah, That's, you know what,
appreciate that.
up here in this space, one thing I learned these short, like little 8 months, me and Gavin been up here, is you know, we take inspiration and stuff from people, and in this space, the best thing we can do, like you saying, real Leo, and we do it a lot, is cite our sources. So, you know, we say stuff, you know, shout out to Real Bravado Network, shout out to Angry Man, my own air sign. I got that from Angry Man. I like what I don't understand why people get like hurt just to cite your source. Say
Cite your sources, man.
Show love. It don't hurt you, it will only help you. And that's why, yeah, when we came across Real Bravado Network, he came in showing love, one of the streams, and that's the only way to build. If you ask me, me and Gavin X are having a little bit of success that we having simply because it's two men that dare to work together. And if we can get 3, 4, 5 more, that's how you end up with the Anton Daniels Network and the Lapeef Network. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
And let me tell you something. the Lapeef networks of the world, the Kevin Samuels, the lead attorneys, Obsidians of the world, O'Shea Duke Jackson. These guys got big by helping each other. Now some of them fractured and fell apart, but on their way up, they were a group together, and they helped each other. When one channel started taking off, here come the other guys on that one, and then their stuff start coming up. Then they'll come grab another one. Like, you know, the lead attorney's channel, he accelerated in popularity because Kevin Samuels co-signed him. Kevin Samuels got popular because he had 2 cosigns. No matter what you think about him, Donovan Sharp, because Donovan Sharp had Kevin on about 40, 50 times, and then O'Shea Duke Jackson. So people don't understand that even these larger platforms, other people, you know, help them rise. And Kevin outrose his peers, which is fine. Which is fine. I'm a big fan of, if you know, Gavin, they're going to be at 15, 20,000 shortly. You know what I mean? That if I can do something to help propel that there, good. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I have this the friend that I grew up with, that I know since I was about 14 years old. I remember when we both turned 30. He ended up becoming like this area. He became the county-wide director for Head Start. So at 30, this brother had a $300,000 a year job, you know, and no black person had ever ascended to be the county-wide director of the Head Start program. Forget the fact that he was a black dude. He was a young black dude that got it.
That's dope.
And there was a group of us that were friends. The group has disappeared because when he got that money, they started begging for stuff, having weird expectations, and treating. And I remember one night we were sitting down watching a Packer game, because I'm from Wisconsin originally. We were sitting down watching a Packer game because every Sunday at the evening I go to the crib. His wife cooked good food. I'm going over there, you know, watching the Packer game. And he said to me, he was just out of nowhere. He said, T, he goes, I got something that's been on my mind. He said, you know, he starts naming the other fellas. And I said, yeah. He said, man, you know, I've had to cut him loose. He cut me loose. And man, it's all been around my job. You the only one that don't treat me no different. Don't say nothing. He goes, when this brother got that promotion, I took him out for a steak dinner.
There you go. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it, man.
I took him, his wife, his son was like 2 years old at the time. We all went out. And at that time, man, I was only making about $15 an hour.
Wow.
And
I think that goes a long way, man. Showing that kind of love, man, that goes a long way.
I was so happy. But see, I looked at him, you know, he's not my biological brother, but that's my brother. His success, I get to rub with I'm good. And I told him, and so when he said to me, "You the only one that ain't said," I looked at him. I'm not an overly religious guy, but my buddy is. I looked at him and I said, Coop. Last name is Cooper. I said, Coop, I can't be worried about what God put on your plate. I'm too busy trying to get mine stacked. If if I ever get concerned or if my plate ain't moving, ain't getting anything on it, and I'll come to you and ask you how you did what you did so I can go do it. But right now, what's on your plate ain't got nothing to do with me.
See what I'm saying?
Why would I be upset with that? And then let me tell you guys something. So we're years past this. My buddy, man, politics is a motherfucker, man. So this new group came in, political group that oversaw the Head Start from a political standpoint, the financial stuff, and it was a group of black women. The first thing they did was find a way to revoke his contract because they said no man should be over little kids. First of all, he didn't work with little kids. He was an administrator. He was the big head honcho, so all of the different Head Start programs, the principals, because these are actual schools, they all reported to him. And it didn't matter. It was these sisters just gutted him. You know what I mean? And so they gutted him, took him out of his job. I said, "You gonna be okay?" He said, "I'm gonna be cool." About 4 or 5 months later, I was at his house and I noticed some stuff. And so I said, "Hey man, I got to get ready to go, but walk outside with me. I'm not going to talk to him in front of his woman." You understand? I'm not going to talk to him in front of his woman.
I get that.
I said, "Hey man, look, I see X, Y, and Z. You good?" "Yeah, man, I'm good." I said, "Okay." I left, came back the next day with $3,500. All I had in my bank account was $4,000. I came back with $3,500 cash. Take care of your family till you can get on your feet. I didn't give a damn if he paid it back or not. And yes, it was my last. But I know I could not sit there and watch that. And I knew something was off. I knew he needed some money. Did what he got to. And I barely was making any money, but I had some money saved. Helped out the brother. This is what you do. Now, he gave me the money back, but it was 3 years later. I never, not one time did I say anything about that money. I still came over for football. I still hung out with him, still helped him with his project car. It never happened.
That's what's up.
That's what you're supposed to do. Let's see.
Hell yeah. You want to know something too, man? I've been at this content thing for I want to say almost 2 years now. I've been following a lot of people, man. And I myself trying to start up my own channel and get my thing going as well. But I'm sitting down taking notes, man. I'm listening to everybody, getting everything down packed and getting it right. Because when I do it, I want to do it to join the league. You know what I mean? It's a league of extraordinary gentlemen in this. The movie is real. Different personalities, different things that are keying in on that one thing, and that's the betterment of us as a people, especially us black men.
Yes,
You know
what I'm saying? That's my movie, man.
Man, brother, that when I say that's an inspirational thing, you guys I don't think you guys understand the impact y'all having. And each person with a building block that is coming in that are attributing to the growth. Because this is, I look at this whole thing, y'all, real quick. Walker, I go off.
Yes, sir.
I look at this, man, it's kind of like a revolutionary thing, because what we got going on right now is straight emasculation, man. Yes. And if we have people like y'all, myself, and many others out there, that are doing the good fight, like your O'Shea, like even your Don Lexi, any of these guys out there. If you don't got that, man, we would have been up Shit's Creek with no paddle, brother.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man, but we are becoming a rare breed that just a heterosexual, proud, honorable man. My goodness, it's about to be extinct. And I do, I'm a bit of a dreamer, so we use, stuff like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yeah, I listen here down the road, Mr. Walker. I plan on starting my own group, my own club of honorable men Yeah, I've always had this thing aspired to like start like a social club, but a private social club. I don't like clubs. I like who I like, and I like to build. I like to meet up, to build, to commune, talk, eat good food. That's me. That's the only thing I want to do. That's it. I don't want to talk about no bull crap. I don't want to talk about chasing no hussies. None of that.
Yeah.
Just want to build and grow and get better. But I like the idea of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, man. I have and I do have questions. Like I always say, Mr. Walker, I got questions for you, and Gavin, even you, TJ. I still got questions for you. I got questions for you too, because I need to soak that knowledge, man. I need to know how to be able to work with how the whole thing works. You understand what I'm saying? And
we're still learning. We're still babies in this.
It's a learning thing. And I get it. You know what I mean? Because even when you're in class, you're still learning, even though you're going to the next grade. But where I'm at, you probably might learn. You probably might have something you can shed. And it's each one teach one. You know, because it's exactly what I plan on doing when I get to the level that I need to be at.
Mr. Walker, one thing, let me tell you something where we are as Black men. We got two options right now. We're either going to have to go to war, or we're going to perish. That's where we're at now. It is open season on us, and it's been that way. This time period feels a little different. The open war on Black men, Black heterosexual, productive, middle class, working guys who earn good money. There is a war. And our women are raging this. Let me tell you how they're raging the war. One, by being crazy about talking about coffee dates ain't no big. It's not enough. And number two, them popping out so many babies by Pookie and Rayway. That is an assault against a productive man. Because when a woman gives a man a child, she's telling the world that man is worthy of living on through the ages. And if you're reproducing with the worst of us, what does that say about the best of us?
Facts, bro.
I'm just saying. Like, so if you say if you're saying the worst of us is the best of us, that doesn't make any sense to me. And the fact that these ladies are out here in mass and they're all getting pregnant by the same damn dudes. Let me tell you something. In my hometown, 8 guys have about 400 kids. In my hometown, 8. My population in my hometown is 80,000 people. 8 men got almost 400. It is that bad. It is that bad out here. These ladies, this is what I tell a lady. Because a lot of times they'll get wrapped up with a guy and they thinking all this. I tell a lady this: listen, if the guy you meet got children, if he has 3 or 4 different mothers, women, I said that man don't belong to you.
There you go.
I said he cannot. I said his resources, not just his money, but his time is split between 3 or 4 other homes.
Sure.
I said, who do you think is the priority? Well, I'm the priority. I got the youngest. I said, why do you think that? If he got a 10-year-old, he got a 10-year history with that woman. That's 10 years of bonding with that kid. What are you talking about? Mr. Walker, do you have any children?
Yeah. Me and my wife, we got 3 and a 4th one on the way.
I'm gonna say,
brother.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. Mr. Walker can back me up on this. Most men don't bond with their kid until they hold them.
Yes. I told my wife I said, she said her pregnant self. I say, she said, oh, pregnant, got the stomach going.
It's not real. It's not a thing.
I hope you listening. I told her. I said, I love the babies. I said, you know how it is. I said, but until it comes out and I can hold it, I'm sitting there ugly crying. I said, until then, I got nothing. I said, I gotta hold this little creature first.
I gotta hold my L because I got a 8-year-old by something that I should have. Yeah, so I gotta hold that L. But the first, when I held, it fucked me up.
It's a different feeling, brother.
Yes,
and I did not expect it. I did not expect
right.
it. And so, you know, I'm gonna say this too, as a single man, you know, unmarried man out here, you know, that's, you know, I gotta make sure that the woman in my life doesn't feel any kind of way about my daughter's mother. You know what I mean? So that means I keep the mother away. I keep the communication away. I have very strict boundaries. Very strict boundaries with her. Very.
George Costanza said, "Don't let your worlds collide." Right?
They don't. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. My daughter,
keep them worlds separate.
She thinks I'm a complete asshole because the things that she could do while I'm not with anyone, she can't do while I got someone. And she thinks I'm being an asshole. And I tell her, you stop trying to gaslight me. I know what you're doing. You trying to disrupt her peace. I ain't gonna let you do that. By you taking shots at me.
Yes.
Good evening, gentlemen. By the way, I'm sorry I was kind of.
I'm sorry, Israel.
How you doing?
Good. I'm a fan sometimes, you know. Even though I create too, I just be a fan and I be fanning out. You know? Right. Well, as a matter of fact, y'all got me out the bed tonight. The conversations got so good. I say, the brothers,
what you got for us?
Real.
Yep. What you got for us, Israel? Because it's after midnight. I'm gonna take my black ass to bed.
Nah, man. I just supporting, man. Like the brother said, we gotta support each other. We gotta, you know, y'all had those individual stories. I mean, even with KS, I mean, honestly, BGS and Dr. Hassan brought out Kevin.
Yes.
And he found everybody else. Dr. Hassan is another guy who really looks out.
Yeah.
He really takes the time to reach out to brothers, you know.
Definitely. So hey, if you guys got a few minutes to chop it out afterwards, let me hit my outro and we can chop it up for a few minutes after. Okay, can we do that?
Yeah, I'll hang around. I ain't going to.
You know what? I'm going to run here. Yeah, I got to get out of here. But this won't be the last time. Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye out and be back up here, brother. This is dope. I was ready to go for another couple hours, but yeah, I do got to get out of here and go take care of something. But I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I try to do no more than 2 hours and get out because you brothers be going 4 hours. I don't know how you do it. Maybe because I'm 45 now, my stamina's starting to go down. Look, I would have been in the bed.
Yes. Yeah,
but I want to
keep us up, man. And it's the grind. You got to respect that. Yeah, we up. It's past midnight. Respect the grind, and the results gonna come, man. It's gonna come. You just gotta keep grinding. Consistency.
Consistency. Yep.
Yes,
I try to stream 3 to 4 days a week, and I go in the afternoons. When I'm off work, I'll try to do some late evening ones when I'm not at work. So I'm off work until like Friday. So so yeah, you got to be consistent. Yeah, whatever you do. And Mr. Real Leo, listen, don't worry about trying to be perfect starting. Don't be trying to be perfect starting. Just start.
While you fly.
Just start. And you're gonna screw up the first 100 videos, the first 100 streams. If you go back, look at some of my, like the beginning of my stuff, awful. Audio bad, echoing. I don't know how to use the software. It's just bad. All right, just hold tight a minute, okay, fellas?
Yeah.
All right. Woo! This has been a good one. Those of you that's still with us, thank you. We're gonna hit our outro. We appreciate it. And remember, over here, we are nothing but kings.
LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Okay, they been sleeping on me, now it's time to wake up from that nap. Get to know me, shawty, you can do that when you hear me rap. Flowing like a river when I spit, I know you feeling that. Crowns on my head, beat snapbacks and some fitted caps. Yep, turn it to the back and walk tall. Under 6 feet, I'm really not that tall at all. But I do some things that you never seen, bruh. Acting like a king. Why is that? Cause I'm a king, bruh. With a swagger that you probably never ever saw. Call me sushi cause I gotta give it to him raw. Southpaw like a left-handed boxer. Get the microphone and start snapping like a lobster. Yes sir, I've been made all over. Not Jehovah Witness, but I witness for Jehovah. Yeah, I'm a soldier, marching on the scene. Christ paid the price, so I've been made a righteous king. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Crown up on my head, yeah I cut them dreads. Focus on my craft, gotta keep the family fed. I am on my grind, kingdom on my mind. I ain't talking about rims when I say I'm getting my shine. I'm talking about that light shining through my life. High flows, high tracks, gotta represent Christ. Step up on the scene, looking like a king, walking like a king, talking like a king. Not saying the king, talking about a righteous king. Declare righteous by Christ, yup, Christ the king. Not moved by man, don't know what you talking about. Keep talking while I'm walking it out. Yep, doing my thing, repping Jesus' name. Going hard, moving up, yep, that's my aim. Bouncing, swagging, fresh kicks and some jeans. Walking with my chest out, cause I'm a king. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king